Hello. This is Rajat here from StartupFrat, and in this video we are going to talk about the history of commission selling and the 4 myths that are keeping your hands tied and how you can break your hands open and multiply the money supply. Okay, how do you do that? First of all, the history of commission selling. The history of commission selling started in 1930s with insurance selling, then in 1950s with network marketing in America. At the same time, insurance selling started in India with LIC, and the fundamentals of all of these models was the same, which is pretty much get the first few people to believe in our product and then pay them a commission to showcase our product to others. Okay, so that cuts short the sales cycle, easy for the company and lucrative for the person who's doing the distributor job or whatever. Okay, now very simple. These models believed in 4 myths. They taught us, they educated us with four limitations that used to occur at that time, but these limitations are not true anymore. But people like you and me who are commission sellers are still tethered down by these artificial limitations. Just like, you have a small elephant who's a baby elephant, tie down his foot to a little tree, and he thinks, okay, I can't run away, but slowly the elephant grows bigger and the chain grows weaker, and the elephant still thinks I'm tied to that tree, but that's not true. You could just break down the tree and run for the gold. So what are these 4 different limitations that used to exist back in the day, but today they are artificial, and I'll teach you how to break them as well. Okay, the first limitation was licensing. Setting up a business license, especially in India back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, was so difficult. If you wanted to do any real business in life, the license Raj would just kill you. Okay, but that limitation doesn't exist anymore, and I'll show you exactly why. Second, labor. If you did a business, it's assumed that in order to grow the business, you will have people involved in the business, which is true. But in order to start a business, you'll need some people. You need an office manager to man the office, and then you'll need like a finance guy, you'll need HR guy, finance guy, sales guys. You need all of this manpower. Then you have location. In order to house these employees, you need an office address, you need a warehouse, or you need a factory. Whatever you're producing, it needs to be there. Okay. Then you need to have logistics, which is how is the raw material going to come into the factory, how is the finished product going to go out, who's going to do all of that. Okay, so these limitations existed in industries that are now old school, and these limitations themselves have become old school. I'll just give you some example. Number 1, licensing. For most businesses today, licensing is so simple that you can pretty much either do it online or you can just call a CA and like within 48 hours they'll get you the license. Okay, so all of this is, you don't even have to get out of your house anymore for most simple businesses to start. If you're a commission seller, like if you're a network marketer, if you are a insurance salesman, if you're a financial product seller selling mutual funds, health coach promoting nutraceuticals or health supplements, if you're a property broker, anybody in commission selling who's selling a third party product, even if you're a software company who's promoting software licenses at the back end, okay, then the license you can, if you want to get started with a small little business, the simplest license you can get today is an Udyog Aadhaar license, which is available online. Within 72 hours, you can get a fully verified Udyog Aadhaar and you can pretty much get a license. Especially if you're a network marketer, health coach, or financial product guy, then I would recommend that the license that you get is an information marketer's license. They're going to ask you when you go to apply, what is the business you're going to do? You've got to get an information marketer's license. Okay, very simple. Because your front end business that you can scale is information marketing first, because at the end of the day, your business actually is an information or a trust business. So you got to get a license for that. That's number 1. Okay. Number 2, in order to take your business, in order to set up a real business, whatever you're doing as a distributor is fine. But A, you don't have a license. B, the book of business is owned by the company, which means the money always comes from the company. The money first goes to the company pays your commission. So you got to figure out how to own the book of business. So you need to get your own business license. The other 2 things you need to do is you need to learn how to use machines for your marketing. Okay, machines. We use the Facebook Business Suite. Okay, I use for my marketing is all Facebook Business Suite, which means throughout India, I don't have a single salesperson. I don't do anything. Throughout India, my business is expanding using Facebook Business Suite. The great thing about using machines is A, they are cheaper than people and they grow more and more effective and less expensive over time. Humans get more and more expensive and less efficient over time. Okay, so learn how to use a little bit of machines, which is we use, obviously algorithm is our machine. Okay. Second, location. Primarily, since the product is already being produced and distributed, delivered by the company, which is the logistic element is already held by the company, you don't need to have a location. You can run this business from a laptop. Okay, you can run this business from a laptop. I run a digital agency, and in the middle of the lockdown, I had 2 employees that used to work from my office location in Viman Nagar, Pune. After the lockdown ended, I pretty much never got them back into the office. By that time, they already had their own fiber net being paid by the company and all that. I said, just work from home. Better still, even I'll work from home. And I was able to get rid of the office and save myself all that lease cost. Okay, since then I've been running the whole agency. Now we have expanded to 7 employees. I have not met any of the people that we have hired since then. Okay, everybody works from home. Life is good. There is no problem. Okay, if you're a solopreneur, then in the beginning you won't have any employees anyway. You can have an outsourced CA or something, that should be fine. But you can run this whole thing from a laptop. Just make sure you have a decent laptop. Make sure you have a dedicated space where nobody disturbs you during the day, because at the end of the day, better to do it like a real business. Okay, so like this is my home office. After I killed my office, I set up my home office and I work from here 10, 12 hours of the day. Okay, it's a dedicated space. Nobody disturbs me, nothing. Okay, so that's that. You can run it from a laptop. Okay, logistic elements. There are not many logistic elements. I'll just show you the logistic elements involved in this business. The only logistic element involved in this business is that you need to own the book of business. So there has to be some reason why and how you can bill the customer before they go to the company, before you send them to the company or before you sign them up with the company. You need to bill the customer yourself. Very important. That's how you own the book of business. Okay. 2 big reasons. One, you have 100% control over your own cash flow, which you control 100%. Okay. And the second reason is that once the book of business is owned by the company, you can tie up with multiple such companies and nobody can have a problem with that. Because guess what? You're an Udyog Aadhaar registered information marketer who has their own products and their own branding, and the book of business is owned by the Udyog Aadhaar license. After that, however many companies you want to service, you can service. Okay. I myself love company number 1, company number 2, company number 3, company number 4. I love this company. And we have a couple of software products also that we promote, all within the same license. The light went out. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, all within the same license. Okay, no problem. Nobody can have a problem. It's all Government of India has made made everything very simple and given the power to the people. Okay, so that is that. Now, how do you run this business? Your primary business is going to be information marketing. Yeah, as it is, your primary business is information marketing, but except you're not charging for it. Okay, whatever arguments or whatever your concepts that you are explaining to people to get them into your company, whether it's insurance, mutual funds, health products, or network marketing, or whatever that information is, you're going to break that information up into information segments. Okay, what are the information segments? I'll show you, and you will start charge for this information. There are other people outside your industry who are already doing that, and it's almost like a $200 billion industry now. Okay, the only person who's not making money from this industry is you. Okay, so I'd like to change that. Okay, so how do you break it up into little pieces and start making money from this information? Okay, very, very simple. Let me just cut to the logistic elements. The logistic elements, you need to have an e-store that collects money. It looks very professional so that you can save. E-store is very free to set up and easy to set up on platforms like InstaMojo or something like that, or Razorpay or Paytm or something. Okay, just create a decent looking e-store. It gives you some credibility, saves you all the money, 70,000-80,000 rupees you would otherwise spend on a website. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing you need to have is free Zoom to deliver your information product and to take inquiries from customers. No phone calls and all this crap, no messaging, no Instagramming, no crap. Okay, no WhatsApping, all of this is useless. Zoom calls, because they add a flavor of officiality to stuff. Okay, you have e-store, you have Zoom, you have you can have Facebook ads, and you can have a Facebook group. All of these resources I'm telling you are free resources. I mean, of course, you can do it greater. By the way, at StartupFrat, we built a solid agency which supports commission sellers to do all this. We can build a great website for you, charge 70,000 rupees, but you don't need it in the beginning. If you do need a website later, do come to me and I'll be happy to build you a very nice website and everything. Okay. In the beginning, just do it with free resources. eStore is a free resource. Facebook Business Suite is a free resource. Facebook ads are not a free resource. Facebook Business Suite gives you access to 50 crore people in India and also allows you to filter them by age range and all this, family demographics, and also filter based on whether they are already interested in your product or service or not. Okay, Facebook is only one of the 3 good modules of doing paid marketing. The first is Facebook ads. The second is you can do paid WhatsApp marketing. You can do paid SMS marketing. There are many companies which will let you access their database and attack prospects who have already shown by their online behavior that they're interested in financial products, that they're interested in health products, that they're interested in becoming a better human being, becoming a better parent, spouse, becoming a better pet parent, or whatever it is. Okay, based on what online activity people are doing, what kind of YouTube channels they're watching, what are they buying, what from Amazon Kindle or stuff like that, all these companies have a profile of people who is interested in what, and you'll be able to just show your information to people or bring them in. Okay. Now the first thing that you need to do is you need to show them, let's say, a paid ad. Okay, so let me say there are different rings that I have drawn. I didn't know how to just explain the whole model, but this is a paid ad. Okay, paid advertising, which means you pay Facebook a little bit of money and they'll put you in front of thousands of people. Okay, it's not very expensive. When people watch your ad, they should be able to book a free meeting with you on Zoom. Okay, free meeting with you on Zoom. It'll appear on your Google Calendar so you can manage your calendar and everything. Okay, so you meet them for 15 to 20 minutes. This ad must be a video ad. Okay, let me just put that in there. The ad should be a video ad which should give them some information of what can they expect from you. Okay, so if you're into make money segment, it should be about making money. If you're into health, it should be about how they can improve their fitness levels and stuff like that. Okay, they should be able to book a free meeting. Hey man, if you want to know more about this, book a free meeting. Done. Okay, get them into your Zoom. Then when you meet them on Zoom, this is the second ring. All these rings are hinging on each other. Okay, you have the second blue ring over here. This is where your Zoom meeting happens. Okay, in the Zoom meeting you figure out like what kind of people are they going to be a good fit for your business, yes or no, and you give them 2 options. The first option is you say, hey man, I want to work with you. I'm going to give you 3 hours of my time. 1 hour I'm going to do some Q&A. I'm going to give you some homework. The second 1 hour I'm going to meet you again after a brief period, let's say the day after, and I'm going to explain to you some concepts which are going to be useful. And then on day 3 you can ask me any questions that you have, Q&A. Okay, for these 3 hours, 1 hour each day for 3 days, I'm going to charge, let's say, $3,000, $2,000, whatever. Just keep it in that range. $2,000 to $3,000 should be good. Okay. If they say no, you give them option number 3, which is okay, join me in my free Facebook group. Yeah, that's your other resource. Join me in my free Facebook group where I have lots of videos that will anyway help you. In case you can't pay me, can't do business with me on a paid basis, Mr. Prospect, you're probably the wrong prospect anyway. yeah. So you say, okay, no problem. I'd still like to help you. Join my free Facebook group and I'll give you some video trainings and all thrice a week. You'll get to learn so much, etc. Okay, done. If they say, yes, I'm interested in paying, collect the money in your e-shop, okay, and start giving them some values in 2 to 3 days. Now, a lot of people in our community at StartupFrat, we've mastered this process over the last 3 years, and commission sellers like network marketers, financial planners, health coaches, property brokers, who's who of your industry is in our community. Some people, what they do is right after this consultation, they are able to bring in their products, which could be one or multiple products. They're able to sell their other products. Some people, what they prefer to do is, because this was only 2,000 rupees or 3,000 rupees, they want to generate more money from the prospect. The simple funda in life is that even if you were to sponsor a person, they would still need the skills to become successful, let us say in network marketing. One insurance policy does not make anybody rich. They would need an entire financial thinking pattern in order to become rich over 20 years or something. So there's a lot of skill sets involved. There's a pattern of thinking that they have to be taught. They have to become somebody that they are not today. And they need a guide for that over a long period of time. Okay? So in order to teach them the skills that you will anyway have to teach them, what some people in our community do is they use another little ring over here, which is 15 to 30,000 rupees. Okay, 15K to 30K. 15 to 30,000 rupees. Okay, where they say, I have a 30-day challenge and I'm going to teach you some skills that are going to be useful for you, etc. And then if we can get to do business in future, that's fine. Okay, this is all cash money that's coming into your e-store. You don't have to pay the company, you don't have to pay anybody. You have an Udyog Aadhaar information marketing license, money belongs to you, life is good. Okay, so this is a 2,000 rupee product, this is a 30,000 rupee product. You spend 30 days with them on Zoom. You don't have to spend individually if there are multiple people. Just get them all into the same Zoom room, 6 to 6:30 every morning or 6 to 6:45 every morning. 30-day challenge, public speaking challenge, phone calling, phone skills challenge, digital marketing challenge, budgeting, personal budgeting and finance challenge, public speaking challenge, camera recording challenge, video editing challenge. How many skills does a person need in order to do successful network marketing, in order to be a successful financial budget planner and investor, in order to improve their health? 30-day yoga challenge on Zoom, absolutely you can do that. Okay, and then at the end of that you can start bringing in your other products, health products, financial products, etc. Because not only have you kind of encashed the customer more in order to give them better value, but also the trust is so much higher at the end of these 30 days, at which point anything you say will be not only be good for them, they will know that it's good and they will get it with the intention of using it properly. Easy to sponsor a lot of people in network marketing, but how many of them stick? And lot of them, if they don't become successful, they blame you for it. So this problem gets over with this extra cash transaction of 15,000-20,000 rupees. Okay. Now there are certain industry terms that are assigned to all of these steps. I'll just tell you the industry terms. Okay. Advertising is obviously called advertising, Facebook ads. Okay. The free Zoom consultation is something which is called lead magnet. Lead magnet. It's something that puts people in touch with you and builds the trust. Okay, it's called a lead magnet. Okay, a lot of people overcomplicate it. I need to build a course, I need to build a PDF, I need to have a nice website and have some downloadable content in there. That is all more complicated and more expensive. Meet me for 20 minutes, ask me any questions, simple. Yeah, that's the best lead magnet. Okay, then what do you have? This third part, which is the Facebook group. If they say no to your paid product, bring them into the Facebook group, keep them there for life and serve them there for life with few videos every week. This thing is called what? Prospect repository. Prospect repository. What you have in your cell phone is prospect directory. But if they come to a Facebook group, it's a repository. People open Facebook every day, regardless of whether you are there or not. But if you make some videos helping them in their journey, in their financial journey, whatever, then people will treat you like an authority. And you're not directly forwarding them any WhatsApp good morning, you're not directly calling them, you're not directly doing anything. It's just a place where they signed in order to get you off the phone or the Zoom call. And now they're seeing every second, third day, this guy is an authority, he's providing so much value. Some people are commenting on the videos, amazing, man, amazing. Better than a WhatsApp forward or something like that. Okay, better than email and all this crap. Okay, prospect repository. Then this small little transaction that you have, we call it an info product. Info product or a consultation product. In the industry, they call it something called a tripwire. Okay. Again, people overcomplicate that part. So I'm just going to tell you simple information delivered over Zoom, 3 hours on 3 separate days is a good information product. Okay, but they call it tripwire. Okay, information and consultation is worth 3 to 5,000. You can start charging by 1,000 and go to 3 to 5,000. Next. This thing, the second product we call, very simply, it's nothing but a 30-day challenge. Nothing but a 30-day challenge where you're going to help them master some skills, meeting them every day for 30 days mercilessly. Okay, that's called a challenge. Yeah, it's also a profit maximizer, which means before you hand the prospect off to become your downline in network marketing, become your insurance customer, before you sell them some nutraceuticals or something like that, you maximize the profit, because eating supplements itself is not going to make people healthy. They do need to exercise, of course, they do need to understand their diet. Take them through that 30-day challenge. It's a lot more value for them and they're willing to pay a lot more money for that. People on the internet are looking for trusted guides. They're not looking for other information and other hacks and other tricks and all that. All the information in the world is already on YouTube. Nobody is looking for that. People are looking for a trusted guide. So give them, assign them your time. 30-day challenge. You can do it in the group also. 10 people in the same group, no problem. Okay. 30-day challenge. Okay. 30,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees, simple. Okay. And then you have at the end, it's called a subscription product. We call it what? A subscription product. That is the industry term for it, subscription product, which means this puts little bit of money in your pocket every month. If they become a successful network marketer, if they buy your supplement every month, or if they pay insurance premium every year, subscription product. Okay. In the industry, they call it funnel stabilizer. Funnel stabilizer. Okay, which means everything you're doing at the front end is generating retirement income for you at the back end. Funnel stabilizer. Okay, this is the whole model. Okay, at StartupFrat we have hyper specialized this model and kind of made it special for commission sellers so that people in your industry can run it seamlessly without having problems such as getting your ad account banned with Facebook, because Facebook doesn't allow commission sellers. Okay, without having any problems with setting up your payment processor and stuff like that, with zero cost to run this entire business. Except the ad cost, you don't need much money, and the ads are generating all of this money for you anyway, so it's all cash positive. Okay, we've hyper specialized it for your industry, which is commission selling industry, over the last 3 years. All the top 1% producers in your industry choose StartupFrat as their de facto community of choice for sharing information, for hanging out together, for building newer and newer sales techniques. Okay, if you'd like to find out more about our community, you can join me in my weekly webinar, which I run every Thursday, which I've run for the last 3 years. Okay, I do Thursday at 7:30 p.m. So head over at startupfrat.club/live. Startupfrat.club/live. Okay, you'll be able to book a meeting with me. Instead of 7:30, if you're willing to come at 7 o'clock, I'll open up the mic and you can ask me any questions one-on-one. I'll be able to answer your questions and stuff like that. Okay, so if this interests you and you'd like to explore it further, then do head over to startupfrat.club/live and I look forward to seeing you there. Bye-bye.